I'm going to start this project off with this stacked love sign that I got from Dollar Tree. And then just grab 4 different scrapbook paper of your choice. I just grabbed some of these red, white, and vintage looking scrapbook paper that I had in my stockpile. So all you have to do is place each of the scrapbook paper face down, trace out each individual letter on each of those scrapbook papers, and then just begin cutting that right out. So for the L, I did this red and white polka dot. For the O, I did this musical sheet, etc., etc. You just want to interchange each of the scrapbook paper for every letter. So once you have those cut out, I'm just going to be using this matte finish Mod Podge. You want to just start applying the Mod Podge onto each letter. So I'm starting off with the E. Go ahead and place that scrapbook paper right on top. Smooth it out with your fingers to make sure that there are no air bubbles. As you can tell, my scrapbook paper obviously isn't in the shape of an E. That's okay. We are going to fix that later on. So just continue Mod Podging each letter with the different styles of scrapbook paper until that love sign is completely covered. You want to give the Mod Podge about 5 or 10 minutes to completely dry, just to make sure that that scrapbook paper is completely adhered. Once that is dry, go around with a box cutter and just begin cutting off some of that excess. If you don't have a box cutter, you could always just use a sanding block and just sand all around it. However, there are some hard to reach places. So if you have some hard to reach places, just grab a small nail file and then you could just begin sanding off some of those edges as well. And once those edges are completely smoothed down, go ahead and just apply another layer of Mod Podge. This is just to seal and protect that scrapbook paper, just to make sure that it doesn't lift off. And then go ahead and allow that Mod Podge to completely dry. And once that is dry, I am going to be using some of this brown acrylic paint, and I'm using a cut up Dollar Tree sponge. I'm just dabbing a very small amount of that acrylic paint onto my sponge, just lightly dabbing around the edges of each of the letter, and I am using my finger to dab it in a little bit more. That's just if I went a little too heavy with that acrylic paint in certain spots. And once that acrylic paint is all blended in, there you go, guys. I hope this inspires you guys to create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye!